Breaking news this morning, a woman has been arrested in a deadly hit-and-run crash in Smyrna.
Yeah, very disturbing details coming out on this. Now, this woman's been on the run now since July the 10th when she hit and killed, police say, a 29-year-old woman who was on a scooter. Dan Kennedy is at the Smyrna Police Department with more on what charges this woman is now going to be facing.
Steve and Amy, thanks to some good police work and some eyewitnesses accounts who noticed the truck hit this woman. This woman is now behind bars. It's Courtney Barrett. She's 25 years old from Murfreesboro, and this morning she's charged with leaving the scene of an accident that caused death. According to those people who witnessed this happen, they say Barrett hit 29-year-old Elise Denton. She was on a scooter. This all happened on South Lowry Street over near the Nissan overpass in Smyrna. Denton's body was on the ground, but the suspect kept driving. In fact, she went about a quarter of a mile, and eyewitnesses say stopped her car, got out, and then removed the wrecked scooter that was dragging beneath her truck, and then kept driving. So this morning, Courtney Barrett is behind bars. Elise Denton, the victim in this case, was laid to rest just days ago. She was a nurse at St. Thomas Midtown Hospital. Reporting live this morning in Smyrna, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Very disturbing. All right, Dan, thank you. Two teens in the hospital after a 14-year-old behind the wheel crashes on I-65 in North Nashville. Yes, I said a 14-year-old behind the wheel. There were four teenagers out for a joyride around midnight. Police say the 14-year-old driver was speeding. He drove up on a retaining wall at Dickerson Pike and I-65. The car flipped, hurting two people. The driver is now charged with not having a driver's license, obviously, and breaking curfew. And get this, mom is also charged because police say she knew her teenager was out driving the car. State police are investigating a homicide. The Kentucky New Era reporting that a body was discovered outside of the Oak Grove area near Ghost Bridge, it's called. Oak Grove police were in the area investigating a smell when they found that body in the woods next to the road. No word yet on the victim's identity or cause of death. Investigators do believe the body had been there for several days.
A Nashville man is waking up in jail charged with attempted murder in two separate shootings. Both victims identified 47-year-old Jerry Esau as the person who shot them on different days at the Andrew Jackson Court's public housing units. In both cases, victims told police Esau was mad that they were in their neighborhood. Investigators believe Esau is also responsible for a shooting that injured a woman last week. Fortunately, all the victims are expected to recover. Esau is in jail on more than $500,000 bond. He faces attempted murder and aggravated assault charges.
All right, day two now of the nightmare out at the airport. Southwest Airlines being forced to delay or cancel lots of flights after a computer glitch caused chaos at airports nationwide. Yesterday, it spilled over into this morning. News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen has been at Nashville International Airport, BNA as it is called, in airport lingo. And Alexandra, you were saying during the commercial break, I was hearing you that it's getting a little bit better out there finally.
Yes, Steve, this is the best the line has looked all morning. This morning at about 4 a.m. when I got here, there were two Southwest agents. They started walking up and down the line, telling hundreds of people the system is still down. But again, right now it is back up and running. To put things into perspective, they couldn't even print their boarding passes from the kiosk early this morning until about 5. Agents with Southwest could not even check in bags. Only two agents were here at 4 a.m. Like I said, the FAA says flights all over the country were grounded during the technology issue, but we don't know what caused that problem. I talked to passenger Caesar Uval a bit ago, and I asked him where he had to sleep last night for his 11th birthday.
Right on the floor. It was not that comfortable. I had a rough time sleeping, and I barely got any sleep.
10 flights have been canceled and 2 flights with Southwest have been delayed. Some people who are here as passengers tell me that they've even been told to rebook on a different airlines because they can't accommodate them. There were 9 planes that didn't even make it here overnight. Reporting live, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Alexandra, thank you. I know she'll continue to monitor things there. And a woman is facing charges after police say she was behind the wheel of a golf cart when her husband died. Lori Doyle is charged with vehicular assault and DUI in the death of her husband, Timothy. The crash happened Saturday night in Gallatin on Albatross Way. Doyle is out on bond and will appear in court in November.
He threatened to kill state officials, and now an inmate is facing even more jail time. The TBI says that James Dillahay, a registered sex offender, sent threatening letters to government officials from his cell in the Murray County Jail. As a result, he's been indicted on 6 counts of commission of an act of terrorism.